than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note.
Trump also asserts that she's not one of the sexual predator's victims and, like her husband, was never aware of his crimes. She also calls on Congress to hold a hearing to give victims the opportunity to testify.
Melania Trump, umugore wa Donald Trump, perezida wa Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika, akaba nawe yaragaragaye mu mpapuro za Epstein. Akaba yagiye imbere y'itangazamakuru ahakana ko nta kintu kibi yigeze akora.
Linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object either. I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in a detail in my book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness or a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI in interviews surrounding the Epstein matter. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein abuse of his victims. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant, was never on Epstein's plane, and never visited his private island. I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins. Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.
First Lady wa Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika cyangwa umugore wa Perezida wa Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika Melania Trump yahakanye ibyamuvugagaho ko ari umubano yagiranye na Jeffrey Epstein. Abwira abanyamakuru bari mu kiganiro n'itangazamakuru ko ibintu byose bigerageza kumuhuza na Epstein bigomba kurangira aka kanya. Mu bintu byatunguye benshi akaba yahamagaje inteko ya Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika kugira ngo itumizeho abagore bose bahohotewe na Epstein baze batanga ubuhamya. Ndetse Melania Trump akaba yakuyeho n'ibihuha ndetse aranahakana ko Jeffrey Epstein ari we wamuhuje na Donald Trump. Ariko bimwe mu byatangaje abantu benshi ni uko hatari higeze hatangazwa ko Melania Trump ari bwakira abantu kugira ngo abagezeho iryo jambo. Yakomeje yongeraho ko atigeze ahohoterwa na Jeffrey Epstein, avuga ko bahuye bitunguranye mu mwaka w'ibihumbi 2000. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein abuse of his victims, she said. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant. Yavuze ko atari azi ko Jeffrey Epstein yahohoteraga abagore kandi ko atigeze we abijyamo. She also denied knowing Ghislaine Maxwell to disgrace financial jail associate. Umugore wa Donald Trump kandi yakomeje avuga ati na Ghislaine Maxwell nawe ntago muzi, nta bushuti dufitanye. Ghislaine Maxwell akaba afunze ubu ngubu. Bamubajije kuri email yagaragaye mu mwaka wa 2002 asubizanya na Ghislaine Maxwell, yavuze ko ibyo ngibyo nta kintu bivuze, ko ari ibintu biri casual response, ko yamusubije ariko bikarangirira aho. The email that appear to be one she referenced is addressed to G, presumably for Ghislaine, and include compliment about a story featuring J with a photo of G that appeared in New York Magazine. She wrote that she cannot wait to go to Palm Beach. Give me a call when you are back in New York, the email says. Have a great time, love, Melania. Gusa nubwo hakanye ko ataziranye na Ghislaine Maxwell, hari email ariyo yagarukagaho, aho Ghislaine Maxwell yabwiraga Melania Trump ati nugaruka muri New York uzanyandikire kandi ndakwifuriza ibihe byiza. Iyi email akaba ari Melania Trump wayoherezaga. The New York Magazine article included quote from President Donald Trump calling Epstein a terrific guy and saying he is a lot of fun to be with. Kandi hari n'ubutumwa cyangwa email ya Perezida Donald Trump yavugaga ati Jeffrey Epstein ni umuntu mwiza, ati ni byiza kubana nawe kubera ko arasekeje. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are younger side. The story quoted him saying, no doubt about it, Jeffrey enjoys his social life. Melania Trump additionally called on lawmakers to give these victims the opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes. and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. She said, then only then we will have the truth. Melania Trump kandi yakomeje avuga ko abanyamategeko bakwiye guhamagara abahohotewe bose bakajya imbere y'inteko bakavuga ubutumwa bwabo ndetse n'ubuhamya bwabo kubera ko icyo gihe aribwo buri wese azamenya ukuri. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any suggestion, recommendation, write a comment. Take care, have a nice day. Wakoze kubana nanjye, itekerezo cyangwa inyunganizi wanyandikira muri comment. Nibagiwe gukanda like and subscribe, wakoze igihe byiza.